Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jim from Captain Lips Customs. I have a few things to go over. Um, Ted, I wish I could enter your thing, but I can't. I don't live at my own house, and I'm not allowed to give away this address. And if I did want a car, I would want the one with the V12, which everybody knows why I would want that one. Um, and for somebody who left a comment on my last video, he stated that he ran into the lenses and stuff. He took a cell phone apart. That means you gotta have a pair of these. These makes your life a lot easier, or you're gonna have a hard time taking cell phones apart. These are electronical screwdriver set. It has everything in it: Torx, flathead, Phillips, you name it. It's in this kit. Radio Shack. Pretty expensive, but that's where you get them. Or electronical store. These are those wafer pieces that you're talking about. Keep those together. That's all those lenses together. I did not flip them, flop them. I left them together the way they came out of that cell phone. This is the lens I'm talking about. Well, the piece that you need. It's not the front of the phone. This is the front of the phone. This was a slide with the keyboard underneath. I took many cell phones apart. I had every cell phone I came across, I could do it with. I took a laptop apart. If you notice in my videos that you see that black board and that clear board, that came out of a laptop. I can use those lenses too for the same thing. I'm gonna use that for a sign. But keep these together. Get the sharpest pair of scissors in your house, or even go buy a pair, because if you hit a dull spot, one of those lenses will slide out a little bit. You'll feel it slip. That's when you gotta stop and then recut. But that's how you do that, and I'm gonna show you with this. See how you can see that? Watch this. This is where the magic happens. See how you can't? Now this is cardboard, so the light won't shine through it. You gotta have something what's clear behind it, or like a piece of paper, something real thin, or like I said, you guys with with those printers. I wish I had a printer, guys. I really do. Man, there's so much more things I could do. But like I showed you, those pieces, if you're gonna make it with the dark tint, you might have to put the dark tint like this. You might have to put these boards. You might have to flip flop these to get the right. Well, however you. I did a computer screen a long time ago. I can't pretty much how I did it, but I just kept flip flopping them until I got it right. But you either put the dark across what you want it, and then this, because you wouldn't be able to see this because of the darkness of it, or you might want to set it up the same way. I just don't remember which way that went, and I can't do a video on it because I don't have that, and I'm not gonna go straight no dark tint off of our vehicles. The tools that I use is this to cut the resistors off the board. The same board that I cut the board off for the lights and the resistors. If you're going to go cut those, wear a respirator, because I think that is a fiberglass board. And breathing fiberglass is not a good thing. The way I do it, I angle this blade down a little bit, cut around, flip the blade, cut this side a little bit, keep my finger on what I'm cutting. The reason why I'm doing this, keep my finger on this, because I'm going to feel it pop. The minute you feel it pop, you know it's loose. Then you do the other side the same way. You'll hold it, cut it. Well, it might slide. Don't use a lot of force, or you're gonna end up cutting yourself. But that's how I get those off the board. There's other ways, but you have to have electronic tool stuff. I don't deal with that. I just cut them right off the board. Just saving money where I can. Yeah, it takes time, but you know what? It's worth it. Hemostats to hold my board. This to put them in place. The lights. Once I've got them in place, after I run the solder down it, where the pegs are gonna run, I'll hold it. The part with this, heat up the solder. The solder will heat up all the way up to the board. You'll see it, especially if you got a pair of these or magnifying glass. You don't have to hold it anymore. If you don't hold it, that LED is gonna do this. This like this. The minute you go this, push it back down, you're snapping this lead right here. That means that LED is no good no longer, because you just snapped that other lead. That's why you gotta hold it down, solder the one side, solder the next side, so on and so forth. Now we're at 7 minutes. I cover the tools, how I use them, and how to do that. Okay, here we go. Oh, let me see if I can get you guys to see this. Yeah, see that? This is gonna be my hinge for my car. Like Colonist Clown said, use what's available. Those are actually pins. You guys know what I call pins. This is a brass tubing. The size that if you one of those pins will just fit down into. Only part I don't got is the switches for the lights and the TV screen in it yet. This is the mock-up car. This is why I'm doing this on this car. Any mistakes, it don't matter. It's always nice to have two cars, especially when you're experimenting. This is a tubing. If you guys remember in my last video, this is the one that my nephew got fed through. This blue line right here actually has a cut in it. So I can stick my finger right in it, see? Just like that. Just fits right up inside there. That's how that goes in. Just in case I have to take this out for some God knows reason, you can bring me back the car and I just take it out. Yep, that pretty much covers that. I just gotta figure out the switches and stuff like that. I'm getting there. But like I said, I just do what I do to give back to a community which gave me something when I needed it. When I needed to keep my brain active for 3 months in a hospital with my nephew getting his back surgery. But it's nice to see that you're getting your modeling room together, because brother, I know you got to be going nuts not building no models. I know you got to be going crazy, because I didn't get to build models for a couple of days because Lips was sick. Drove me nuts, but I still thought about it. Even when I don't build models, I'm thinking. there's going to be a lot more I'm going to show you guys. There's a lot more ideas I got. I just got to get the stuff to do it. And you guys, my subscribers going to be probably pretty much the first ones to see it. But yeah, like I said, thanks for the offer, Ted. I wish I could. I just have to go buy a kit with a V12 in it, that's all. Yeah, I showed you guys that. Like I said, guys, you guys go cutting that board with your Dremel tool. Wear something over your face. Don't breathe that junk in. I don't think it's good for you. Anyways, and nothing you cut is good for you. Even soldering stuff is not actually good for you. But we do it. And I think that's about all I have to show you guys. Yeah, I like the one comment that Neil left. That he said he never thought he would see stuff like this in his lifetime. Me, I keep in the back of my head, there's always room for an improvement on everything I do. And what I see, I'll see something, I'll be like, man, what can I do to that to make it better? What can I do to this to make it better? What can I add, take away, whatever. That's how I do it. And I got many of ideas. I just got to get the parts. I'm not telling you what they are because one of them is going to be classified until actually it's done. I got pretty much all the parts for it, except for I need to get this car done so I can have the chassis for this car to do it. But like I said, thank you guys for the comments. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel, because I really do like giving back to the community who gave me something, and you guys are still giving me stuff, nice looking cars, people showing how to do things, that's what we do. We learn off of each other. Can you imagine being one person and thinking of all of us? Let me tell you what, we'd be calling the white coats. They'd be putting you in a straitjacket and hauling you away. That's what would happen, because you would drive yourself nuts. But thank you guys for watching, and my next video, who knows, is it going to be working or is it not? No, I'm joking. Hopefully it's working. It depends how long it takes. I'd like try to post a video every week or something, but thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.